Now, while you, the viewer, might be concerned with health and safety, rest assured that only the highest quality medical staff, with the strictest of standards, make it onto a convoy. What's the prescription today?
Try and be less careless.
About riding on people's cars?
No, about hanging off the side of cars while they're moving. But I'm sure you'll see photos and some videos. It was fun. I did get involved.
We're completely stripping naked.
As friends.
As friends.
So, when we last saw the gang, they were stoked to have just crossed the Turkish border. New sights, new culture, and everyone kept asking why the steering wheel was on the wrong side.
Very good.
So, stayed.
It's England, Gran Britannia.
England.
First stop was Istanbul, where we needed to get there quickly so we didn't get stuck in traffic, and too late.
What'd you get?
I'll have that. Oh, we got another wave. Oh, this is a fun traffic jam.
Are you happy with your purchase?
I'm so happy.
Even though we got caught, it's not that big of a deal because, I mean, honestly, how bad could rush hour really be?
I've seen 2 crashes and I saw a car run someone over, stop, help them, and then run someone else over.
Just gonna pass out. Spent last 2 hours driving around Istanbul.
Worst experience of my life. But trying to get through there in a van. Luckily I had amazing passengers to help me get through. Horrific.
It's just gone midnight. Jaren drove for 11-hour stay and he thought he'd treat himself. He spent a whole 10 euros on himself.
And after a tough day, it was time for a relaxing night in Istanbul where nothing could possibly go wrong. So, we had Luke get beat up, Merlin go missing, Joey lost his passport, and Michelle went missing. Luckily, all these turned out to be false alarms. Except for Luke. That one totally happened. Luke is okay, he's back here in the hospital with us. We're getting him some painkillers, and everything is great. So while Luke took a nap to sleep off his broken nose, we went to hit up our top 3 favorites in Istanbul. First, the Grand Bazaar.
It's huge.
Not only known for being one of the oldest covered markets in the world, it's also stupid massive with over 4,000 shops selling practically anything. In a rent maze that big, it's pretty easy to get lost. But if you do, you can always just chill with some baklava and Turkish tea. Next up was the Blue Mosque. Over 400 years old, it's still a functioning mosque, and tourists are allowed in so long as you cover yourselves respectfully. And finally, a good old hammam, or Turkish bath, if you will.
We're completely stripping naked, getting ready to be
As friends.
as friends, preparing to be
Hammam.
washed and massaged by a dude. I don't really know. I don't really care. It's gonna be fun.
Nothing says fresh and clean like having a big, soapy guy beat the shit out of you in front of your friends. Next day, it was time to say goodbye to Istanbul, and unfortunately, quite a few people from the crew. Next destination, Central Turkey.
Yeah. I think he's writing a message, that's not a signature. I love the language barrier.
We were headed off to the balloons of Cappadocia, but we figured we'd pretty much make our own route as we went.
The guys who were doing our parking, we got them to sign. And we came out, like 5 of them were around it. We're like, oh yeah, Turkey, we know that. And Mesut, he's like, me, I'm Mesut. He's like, okay. Uluk Bey, he's like, oh, my friend. It's like, and Baba Kebab, he's like, the kebab shop.
Right. We're preparing for our 2 nights in the middle of Turkey. Ish.
We're gonna do a big communal meal. Yeah, I'm excited.
I think we're doing carbonara, but I kind of left early, so it might be chili con carne. Okay, that was the decision. There you go. So I got that wrong.
We decided to head off the motorway to try and get a more scenic route, and pretty quickly got lost.
The helpful man guiding us to where we should be going.
I asked him about camping. He said, I think the place that we're looking for, he doesn't know about, but he's inviting us inside for tea or coffee if we want it.
Okay, awesome.
Even though by nightfall we didn't exactly know where we were, we did manage to find a really nice lake, found a really great spot to camp for the night. We had a nice long conversation with an elderly gentleman who didn't understand anything we were saying, and we didn't understand anything he was saying. But he took us up to a big hill that he thought we were going to make it up, which we didn't. And then he took us down to a smaller hill.
Which we're not going to make it back up tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. But anyways, the kitchen's at least within like a small hike.
Yeah.
So.
We don't have to be in Ankara until 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So we have literally all day.
So we have a solid 5 to 6 hours of pushing the van up the hill.
Good workout. Tomorrow's workout.
Food and whiskey, off you go.
This is my penance for building such a big fucking food box.
This dude wanders out into the darkness, and then Joel's haggling with him for like half an hour. Now we're in this weird kitchen.
We got a little cooking spot. Look at me, I'm helping.
Why did I join the convoy? Because I wanted to change. I was tired of what I was doing. I wanted an adventure. I followed you guys on Facebook for a while and stuff.
Has it been what you expected so far?
No, but in a good way. Just obviously I didn't think it was going to be a walk in the park. Sometimes it's been hard work, but it's been rewarding. Like it's been fun to like crush miles, you know, and see all these countries. Like you don't really have any other way of seeing so much stuff in such a short period of time. I would say it was worth it. Yeah.
Where's Ricky Morty, right?
What's with the banana?
Oh, you know, a bit hungry.
We've woken up in Turkey, even though it feels like we're in Germany or Switzerland. But there's a beautiful lake down there, and we're all packing up, and we're gonna head down and have a look. And we have a new convoy car.
And the horse on.
So I had some charcoal earlier today, threw up, and it was all black. It was a good sign, because it's getting rid of the shit. And then just now it was like half water, half black shit, so there's less shit in my system now.
Medic agrees?
Sorry?
Oh hey. I knew you were going to say that. Well, it's day 13. We are by this lake in Turkey. Yeah, we're now heading off to Ankara to pick up 2 more people, as we now have spaces to pick up people.
Yeah.
Oh, you look comfy as hell. How's Turkey going?
Pretty nice. So warm. The sun is so bright.
And even in just maybe an hour or so of driving, the trees have kind of died away. It's got a bit sparse, but it is becoming a bit more patchy. In a day, we should be in a full-on desert. We've been having some trouble with the electronics. The fuel gauge is broken, and we are like screwed. We've kind of calculated how much fuel should go in right now. So if it goes much higher than 60 litres, the fuel gauge is possibly broken, which again isn't going to stop the car driving, but it's one more thing we have to constantly keep an eye on.
We don't know if our fuel gauge is accurate. This is saying it definitely is not.
It was our last night before reaching the balloons, so we decided we wanted to find some place a bit more rural. And lucky for us, we found a lake.
The first thing that happened was some guys across the other side of the lake just been shouting at us to come over. And what are we thinking, guys? Because I'm quite tempted.
They must have tea.
So the thing that made turkey for me today is, like, it was really small, but I walked into one of the shops to get a cucumber. And the guy that was there was just like, oh, you know, you want a kilo? I was like, no, just one. He's like, 1 kilo. I was like, no, just one cucumber. And he's like, 1? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, here you go. Go. Just, yeah, go. Yeah, go. Live free. And I was just like, no, like, let me pay you. And he's like, no, like, live free. For some reason, that, like, made my entire, like, turkey's fucking awesome, you know? As it was getting dark, we decided to send a few squads off to try and find the best spot.
Recon Team 4 is off looking for a campsite. This gorgeous Turkish countryside.
Look at Chris just cruising along. Can't imagine why people don't do this all the time. So here we have Merlin, the on-duty mechanic. Mechanic?
Medic.
Yeah, medic. There we go. So what's the prescription today?
As Ben mentioned, probably try and be less careless.
About riding on people's cars?
No, about hanging off the side of cars while they're moving. But I'm sure you'll see photos and some videos. It was fun. I did get involved.
And silly me being in flip-flops, they slid on the metal and I went under, my foot went under with it.
But lucky for us, Chris's sacrifice was not in vain, as the scout team found a really awesome campsite near a couple of locals that invited us in for some tea. Our friends from Yorkshire Tea here, and they offered us some raki, and it's all down in one shot, as they say.
Yes. These three guys are Mehmet, Asad, and Ismail. We've swapped like some tea for their tea and food. We gave them some local beer, they gave us raki. Yeah. Teşekkür.
Thank you, teşekkür.
Elveda.
Got a bit of onions and peppers just doing their thing in there, sausage and tomatoes, and then yeah, we're just gonna see what happens.
So we are camping on the outskirts of Ankara at a pretty cool lake spot. There's been a lot of locals around saying hello to. Right now there's some currently on the other side of the road that we're gonna go say hi to. We chatted with them earlier when we got firewood and they were super nice. Spoke a little bit of English, so maybe we can actually talk to them. Let's go find out.
As they were leaving, they got stuck getting out, and the three of us helped like push him out of the ditch. And he's like, "How many people are you? You're 15? 15 beers, I come back."
Oh, no way.
So that's basically what's happening now.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Teşekkür. Teşekkür.
Oh, they're so cold.
Yeah, they're freezing. I put mine right there.
Turkey!
Can you stay with us for a while?
I speak not.
Okay.
No English.
Due to the lack of proper communication, what we got in translation was that they were famous chefs, or at least we're pretty sure that's what they said.
They're filming the TV and that's them on TV.
Either way, we had an awesome night chilling by the fire. We are all recovering from last night, packing everything away.
So we are now gunning it to Cappadocia to get there and really hopefully haggle for a better balloon price, because the ones online we just cannot afford. Driving past a pink lake.
So we're in Cappadocia, and I don't know what the hell these things are. I couldn't really tell you much about them, but god damn it, aren't they fucking cool? Turns out they're fairy chimneys, Joel, or hoodoos, as you will love to call them, and they're formed by erosion of volcanic deposits, you nerd.
Sandstone.
Then it was time for the great haggle to begin. Well, we wanted to look into balloons. Yeah, with sunrise.
You wanna watch it, or you wanna fly with the balloon?
Some of us want, well, I think all of us want to fly with the balloon, but it depends on the price that we can get.
Normally they have a fixed price.
Okay.
But if it's gonna be like a great number, sometimes we can get like some.
Once we were able to haggle our way down on a good price, we had to go straight to bed because we didn't realize that you have to get up at like 3 a.m. to get on one of these freaking balloons.
Jaren.
Hello.
What time is it?
It is 10 to 4 in the morning.
Why are we awake?
We're going to go and get a balloon ride.
Thanks for watching the video, everybody. If you liked it, please like the video. Any questions or whatever, just leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already done that, or whatever I'm supposed to say here. Next episode features more of getting lost, a bunch more dirtbags, and a new country. So see y'all then, folks.
I am here now, so is everybody else. Everybody's safe, we're all good. Had some crazy nights, had some crazy days. Check back tomorrow for more.
Oh, hey.